For centuries, myths were dismissed as fantasy, stories told to entertain, to frighten, or to teach lessons. But what if many of these ancient tales were more than fiction? What if they carried fragments of real history? Tonight, we'll uncover 7 ancient myths that might be true, and the last one could completely change how we see our past. 1. The Great Flood. Nearly every ancient culture tells of a world-destroying flood. The Bible describes Noah's Ark, the Sumerians wrote of Utnapishtim in the Epic of Gilgamesh, and Native American tribes speak of great waters covering the earth. For centuries, scholars saw these as separate legends, but geologists uncovered evidence of sudden, massive floods thousands of years ago, including the breaching of the Black Sea. Were these myths simply cultural stories, or were they shared memories of a real cataclysm that nearly ended civilization itself? 2. The Trojan War. Homer's Iliad was long thought to be a grand poem of gods and heroes, nothing more. Yet in the 19th century, Heinrich Schliemann uncovered ruins in modern-day Turkey resembling the city of Troy. Weapons, burned walls, and evidence of conflict suggest a real war may have taken place. Archaeologists now believe the story of Troy was based on fact, but how much of it is true? Did a woman named Helen truly exist, so beautiful that nations went to war? Or is her story a symbol of the chaos and destruction love can cause? 3. The Amazons. Greek writers told of fierce warrior women who lived apart from men, trained for battle, and were feared across the ancient world. For centuries, the Amazons were dismissed as pure legend. But in recent decades, archaeologists uncovered graves in the Russian steppes containing women buried with weapons, armor, and even battle scars. DNA confirmed these were real female warriors. Were the Amazons more than just myth? Perhaps Greek storytellers exaggerated, but the truth may be that powerful tribes of warrior women really did roam the ancient world. 4. The Labyrinth of the Minotaur, a monstrous half-man, half-bull locked in a labyrinth, sounds like pure fantasy. Yet on Crete, the sprawling palace of Knossos reveals a network of corridors and chambers so complex, it feels like a maze. Some scholars believe the myth of the Minotaur may reflect real rituals, perhaps involving bull worship and sacrifices. The labyrinth wasn't just stone, it may have been fear itself, a prison of ritual and mystery. Could the legend of the Minotaur be a distorted memory of terrifying cult practices from long ago? 5. Giants of old. Around the world, myths tell of giants, the Nephilim in the Bible, the Jotun of Norse sagas, and red-haired giants in Native American lore. Were they just symbols of human fear, or memories of real people? Archaeologists have found skeletons of unusually tall humans, 7, even 8 feet tall. While not supernatural, these remains fuel speculation. Were these rare individuals the origin of giant myths? Or could they hint at a forgotten race, erased from history but remembered in story? 6. The lost city of Atlantis. Plato described Atlantis as a mighty empire swallowed by the sea in a single day and night. For centuries, skeptics dismissed it. Yet mysterious ruins lie beneath the waters of the Mediterranean and the Atlantic. Advanced stonework, cities built with techniques beyond their time. Some researchers believe Plato's account was based on a memory of real catastrophic floods and earthquakes. Was Atlantis truly a single city, or a symbol of every advanced civilization lost to disaster? If fragments of Atlantis exist, then our history is far older and more complex than we imagine. 7. The Phoenix. The phoenix, a bird of fire that dies in flames and is reborn from its ashes, appears in Egyptian, Greek, Roman, and even Chinese myths. At first glance, it seems like pure fantasy. Yet some scholars suggest it represents real cycles: volcanic eruptions destroying and renewing land, comets that return in predictable patterns, or even rare birds that molt dramatically. But what if it's more than metaphor? The phoenix might not describe a creature, but the fate of civilizations themselves, burned, destroyed, and reborn, again and again, throughout history. From great floods and epic wars to lost cities and immortal birds, myths may not be as fictional as we think. Perhaps they are fragments of forgotten history, distorted by time yet echoing with truth. Which of these ancient myths do you believe hides the greatest secret? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the mysteries that blur the line between legend and reality.